Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Duke Silver. Today we are playing Pan's Shadow. Now before we get into it, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone that came out and helped me with my sponsored stream yesterday. Very much appreciate it. We did reach our base goal. But yeah, if you are interested in participating or helping out, then yeah, you can go to my stream and the banner will be active on my stream for until Wednesday anyways. So for the next few days. But yeah. Also, one more thing, as you can see, if you have checked my YouTube page in the past little bit, we have our community tab. So the giveaway will be going live with this video, and yeah, you'll just have to go over there, just leave a comment on my community post, and yeah, you'll be entered into the draw. You will have to DM me on either Twitch or Twitter, or Discord, like whichever your preferred social platform is, if you are selected as the winner. So just a heads up there. But yeah, let's get into this game here. Okay, so we start off like pretty strong with our Pan's Shadow. I took a pair of mice just on instinct. I'm not sure that that's correct on Pan's Shadow. Just because Pan's Shadow kind of collects level 4 treasures much easier than most other characters, so investing in mice seems like pretty bad because they make our board so much worse. But we end up getting out of that particular fight without losing any health, which is fantastic for us here. And we're going to get our level 2 treasure out of this Cindy on 3.1 here. We've got this pig. Like, I don't know if our board's strong enough for pig, but the pig was like kind of the most stats in the shop at the time. Okay, so here we're going to take a speculative dragon nest. I like taking speculative dragon nest on Pan's Shadow a lot more than other heroes, just because you have so much easier access to feasting dragon on level 4. We pick up stag there, which it gets immediately attacked into, so we get no value out of it. This horseman already has a helm of the ugly gosling, so they absolutely crush us there, dropping us to 32. We do get this triple of blind mice here, which we're gonna get a level 4 treasure, which is like, it's a kind of bittersweet, just because like again, we can find level 4 treasures relatively easy, so finding those early treasures become like a way higher priority and higher premium. We're gonna go with the Fool's Gold here. It's just gonna allow us to buy a lot more characters next turn, which is gonna help us stabilize better. But yeah, like finding like a treasure map or like a magic runes or something is generally I generally prioritize more on Pan's Shadow. But I mean, the mice were just there, and like it's really tough to pass them up. Okay, we find a couple of baby dragons here to end the turn, and we get a pair of pigs. We're not going to be able to triple these as we are going into 4, but I think it still increases our stats enough that it's worth that was worth doing. Falling Stars unfortunately takes out our Minotaur there, leaving us one character down. And yeah, that one character makes the difference. We would have won the fight rather than tie there if we had the Minotaur still, so pretty good falling stars from the opponent there. And yeah, now we hunt for Feasting Dragon. And I know like my last video featured Feasting Dragon pretty heavily, so I promise this has a different outcome than the last one. I wouldn't upload two feasty games in a row, or would I? We'll see. Anyways, basically, yeah, we're looking for a Feasting Dragon. I mean, obviously, we would also take Lightning Dragons at this point. We get hit by another Falling Stars here, but fortunately, we don't have our Minotaur on the board anymore. Geppetto has double P here, which is gonna... Or double Peep, sorry. Which is gonna have the board space to sort of proliferate their tokens here and overwhelm us with stats, combined with their Ring of Thunder there. We have picked up a pair of Friendly Spirits now, though. I mean, that's obviously an incredible triple. So, I mean, in lieu of the dragons that we wanted, finding these Friendly Spirits, I think, is just fine. There are definitely other options we could have taken, but I was definitely kind of set on finding the Feasting Dragons, and we did find one. It's in the shop, but, I mean, it was also with our triple Friendly Spirit, and I think the Friendly Spirit's a little bit higher priority. We've taken a couple pretty big hits in a row here, so we drop down to 26. But we are going to pick up this Feasting Dragon, of course, as well. Just figuring out what to sell, and we sell our 2 evil characters there, so we can put it into 5. Also, we took the coin there, just because the coin is so good with the with the friendly spirit. Like if we can get our coin buff a couple times onto the friendly spirit, like the amount of stats that we get out of that is just it's just monumental. Okay, we're gonna pick up another friendly spirit, because if we can't get our coin stats onto our first friendly spirit, then getting it on the unupgraded one is still fine. We are below 20, so I think we're gonna take this 15-15 gingerbread knight. It's just gonna add a big chunk of stats to our board. Which, again, we took another loss there, so we need to stem the bleeding here. Unfortunately, Lightning Dragon with the coin kind of makes the friendly spirits play a little bit worse, just because the Lightning Dragon's probably going to be taking the coin buff that we want to be putting on friendly spirit. So we're probably going to replace the coin as soon as possible here. We pick up another Lightning Dragon, which we're pretty happy about. I mean, this Lightning Dragon is already quite large. We find the third one here. So yeah, we're gonna get out of the coin. I'm looking at Gloves of Thieving. I think Gloves of Thieving is probably the better pick here. I mean, obviously if we take Forking Rod, we would have to get out of Fool's Gold and or a little bit past Sky Castle being relevant. So yeah, we go with Gloves. We got 2 Econ Treasures plus our Dragon Nest now. And yeah, I think we're looking at picking up that Wombats. I mean, Wombats is just so solid, especially with the friendly spirit stats, possibly getting onto them. But we decided to roll, and we do find another Gingerbread Knight, which is another ton of stats. I mean, they're just very, very large characters, and I kind of make some last-minute decisions here on how we should position this for this River Wish Mermaid we picked up. We're gonna put some stats onto our Lightning Dragon, and as I figured, since we're fighting the ghost, getting a slay stat onto our golden friendly spirit was better than nothing. It's no coin buff, but it's still again still better than nothing. Okay, and then there's a Lancelot, which we are going to take. We have the River Wish already, so like finding Evil Eye or Horn off this Lancelot would be fantastic. I don't think that 12 is going to be able to slay at this stage in the game. So I think we're gonna end up putting the Lancelot in the back row, and we're out of Dragon Nest now. Like Lightning Dragon has enough stats that we don't need that +5/+5, and our Feasting Dragon is already past its expiration date. So unfortunately, it's not another snowball into Feasting Dragon snowball game. But yeah, we've got the Lightning Dragon River Wish Mermaid sort of slay package started here, and we're gonna sell our board and pick up another friendly spirit. So we could potentially have 2 upgraded friendly spirits relatively quickly here. His opponent has a much larger Lancelot than we have, and also has a Baba Yaga supporting it. So a little bit scary for us. We put the Lancelot in the back, basically hoping that it was going to catch one of the friendly spirit buffs, but unfortunately we don't. Hey, we could take another coin as we get our Krampus Slay here, but I think Hermes Boots is just way too good for Slay to pass up here. All right, we find our own Baba Yaga now, which is fantastic. It's going to take a couple turns to get Lance to go here. 17 might be able to Slay. Going first, I think it gives it a higher chance to Slay. I think we're out of the Fool's Gold now. We really want to take spells. We're probably going to need a spell to get Lance over the edge to get our level 5 treasure here. So that's why we get out of Fool's Gold. They provided a ton of econ for us, but we still have gloves providing econ, as well as like random upside characters that we really want. We're going to go with Ride of the Valkyries here, and then we're gonna cut one of these friendly spirits. We took the Helm, and the Helm's going to go on one of our ranged characters. I think having double Baba is probably worth a little bit more than the friendly spirit. And yeah, our Lance wasn't going to slay anything except for that Medusa, and we get that 1 in 4 thanks to those boots to guarantee our first attack. Yeah, we get that Lance slay, and it scales up enough and survives. And yeah, we're gonna get our treasure this turn. So incredibly fortunate hit there. So we're gonna jam Evil Eye. We've got like a pretty decent slay package, which means that we're gonna be a little more picky about characters that we want, so we can get out of the Gloves of Thieving. Even though we have seen at least one other slay player in the lobby, I think keeping the stats is a little more important while we're at 11 HP here. as it's a pretty risky proposition to sort of dive into Slay when you're this low, because if you don't find your pieces or you don't get your Slays, like, you just immediately die. So yeah, we're taking the plunge. We're going Slay. We've grabbed our Evil Eye. We just need to find one more Baba for another level 5 treasure, which, I mean, obviously we would hope is a horn. And hey, look, there's Baba Yaga. We have very few seconds left, so I just have to immediately get rid of the I make the snap decision to get rid of the Helm of the Ugly Gosling, and we jam the other River Wish Mermaid in. So we've got a ton of Slays, a ton of scaling on our front line now. But this Geppetto has Tweedle plus Magic Sword plus 100, which is a very potent combo. Plus they've got a Wombats here, and a Peep on the corner there. But I mean, we do get some Slays, which gets us some scaling. We get this this Pigomorph pig up very large. The Pigomorph at this stage was a little bit of a dagger there for us. As I mean, in general, when I'm like when we're not close to the end of the game, I'm not casting Pigomorph very often. So the fact that they decided they wanted to just cast Pigomorph against me and try and knock me out is feels like a little bit pointed at me. All right, there's a Friendly Spirit upgrade, but we're not interested in that. We're not going to take this other Baba either. That's what we're looking for right there. That's a Yorm. There's also an Echo Wood here, and I kind of debate on whether I want to take the Echo Wood. Like, I'm a little bit attached to this upgraded Friendly Spirit. At 24, like, there's a potential for it to slay, but at the end of the day, I don't think it's going to be worth nearly as much as having an Echo Wood, so we do end up locking it at the last second there. All right, we get our Lightning Dragon Slay. Fortunately, we've managed to fade the Soul Tax in this lobby so far. All right, and like I said, I was attached to the Friendly Spirit, and it even got the Slay and got a ton of scaling. So it's at this point, it's even harder to let it go. But I think we do need to. Fortunately, we're not losing any more fights after we dropped to 3, after getting our initial Slay package going. Just the amount of scaling from the double River Wish and the Baba just ended up getting our board big enough to basically catch up with the lobby. So we take another Echo Wood, which I'm pretty happy about. If we can get a golden Echo, then that's a ton of stats. Even 2 regular Echoes with the Yorm is just an absurd amount of stats. Especially since we have the Evil Eye plus the horn. We did slip in the Echo Wood there at the end of turn. And yeah, here we are against Scam. Scam's pretty good against Slay in general, although it's worse against Lightning Dragon Slay, because if we take out their pumpkins nice and early, then they do lose a lot of their Slay chance. And we managed to dodge this apple tree here with a 50-50 shot. And then there's a 2 out of 3 shot that we are successful in as well, just maneuvering around this apple tree, deftly avoiding it, if you will. We'll call it skill. All right, and yeah, we get a ton of scaling here. We get a second row of Slays from our Yorm as well as Echo Wood, and yeah, our backline finishes it up. We drop top board down by 18. So, like I said, we caught up with 1 round of Slays after assembling our Slay package, and we followed it up with a huge round of Slays, which accelerated us past where the lobby's at, I would say. So, just in 2 turns there, we caught up and pulled ahead of everyone. And now I think we're pretty much the favorite to win here. I wouldn't be surprised to see opponents trying to play around our specific board, because we're very scary here. I did take an Empress P, but I think that's a mistake. Well, it might not be a mistake. It's a mistake to only put it in slot 2 here. We are against a summon board. We do know that they're a summon board. So if we had put it in 1 with the boots, then I'm pretty sure it slays everything on their front line. So I thought that getting the Lance Slay would be more important just to guarantee the Slay, but against the summons board, I definitely should have had P first. That would have gotten a ton of scaling and would have been incredibly relevant, but unfortunately, yeah, we managed to not get the Slay with our Empress P, making it a mostly irrelevant unit for the rest of the game here, probably, as we are in the last few combats here. we knock Geppetto out, and we find ourselves in a top 2 situation. We get the 2 Yorms that we locked there. We don't have time for Pandora's box, so we're just going to jam Mimic. We've got this Lightning Dragon, and yeah, we know they're scam, so they would have to put a Soul Tack onto their board for them to deal with our Lightning Dragon, and we didn't see them do it before, so I think we're safe to just leave our Lightning Dragon in here. Even if it doesn't slay, it's so absurdly large that it's still a great frontline character. And even if say Lancelot attacks into an apple tree, then we still get a ton of stats onto our Yorm. But yeah, we open up that pumpkin on their back line by taking out their I think it was what do you call it? I think it was in a croc. I didn't actually notice at the beginning of the fight there, and then the slay animations kind of covered everything up. But yeah, and then we popped the pumpkin with the dragon. So our dragon just with pinpoint accuracy here, and yeah, we were expertly avoiding those apple trees for this entire game here. But eventually we were bound to hit one, and one of our Echo Woods gets scammed. But that's okay. We have a backup, and yeah, there we go. We crush slay and gobble up all those pumpkin summons for our slay comp. But yeah. Obviously Slay. Slay is always a good time. I don't play Slay nearly as much as I should, probably. I find that Slay is a pretty high-risk comp, at least for myself. Generally, things need to like really fall into my lap for me to want to play Slay, otherwise, because it's such a big investment, and I think most Slay comps have a hard time pivoting out. So that's, again, it's just kind of a risk associated with playing Slay. But yeah. Let me know if you enjoyed this. Please leave a like and subscribe if you did. It really helps the channel, and if you leaving a like lets YouTube know that it should recommend my content to more people, and I would very much appreciate that. Again, until Wednesday, you can help me out with the Star Trek Fleet Command sponsored. I mean, I did for my sponsored stream. You can go to my Twitch profile. You can download the game through my Twitch profile in the banners. You just have to unlock the second ship and then build it, and yeah, that goes towards supporting me as a creator, and yeah, again, I would very much appreciate that. Yeah, it does take roughly 35 minutes if you go pretty quick. We kind of did a test yesterday when I was doing the sponsored stream and playing along and whatnot. But yeah. Anyways, with all that being said, I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Remember to check the community post for the giveaway. I'm going to make 2 different posts, one for each of the codes. So yeah, just leave a comment on one of those posts or on both, and you'll be entered into the draw. And yeah, good luck. All right, I'll see you tomorrow.